What's up everybody, welcome back. Thank you so much for taking the time to hang out. EMT here, and in this video we are taking out my favorite gimbal, the Insta360 Flow, out for a spin, but we're trying to figure out if it works as good on Android. We're going to compare the image stabilization, the face tracking, some of the modes like the time-lapse mode, and a little bit more. If you haven't checked my full Insta360 Flow overview video, check the link in the description after the video or follow the annotations. After I posted my initial Insta360 Flow video, a lot of you had questions regarding a specific smartphone on the Android side of things. In this video, we're using the Pixel 6 Pro to test some of the capabilities like, of course, the image stabilization, face tracking, and time-lapse. Now, we took the Pixel 6 Pro out for a quick spin to test the image stabilization versus good old-fashioned handheld. And we also did a little bit of a running test so you can see the difference in performance when you're holding it with your hand or you're using the Insta360 Flow. We also extended it to see how that looks when you're vlogging or you're taking it out for a spin. I gotta say, image stabilization on most Android phones is getting really good natively. However, when using the Insta360 Flow, I noticed my video is a little bit less floaty and shifty, a little bit more precise. So I personally prefer the Insta360 Flow for that nature. It adds sharpness to your videos, and it's just a lot easier to hold when moving around. I have long arms, but the extension capability is clutch when vlogging or trying to fit a lot of people in your frame. It is also incredibly powerful when trying to capture cinematic shots on your Android device, like underslung shots, cinematic crane shots, dolly shots, and so much more. Now, I took the Insta360 Flow and my Google Pixel 6 Pro out for a spin to capture some cinematic B-roll, just to see what the capabilities of this gimbal were. Slow motion, 4K 60, the works. Let's check it out. So if you were wondering if you could create cinematic video on your smartphone, on your Android smartphone, absolutely. You can see how quick and easy you can elevate the quality of your videos. Now, when we're talking Deep Track 3.0, this is by far one of the most impressive implementations of face tracking that I've encountered on a gimbal. I'm trying to literally hide behind a pole in a high contrasting situation where my jacket blends with the environment and it's still intelligent enough to track me. And even if I hide fully out of sight and come back, it recognizes me. And I've actually seen videos on the internet of people trying to swap places with their significant others, and it still remembers the actual profile of the original subject. So it won't just simply go ahead and start tracking anybody else. So now this is truly powerful for real estate. If you're vlogging or recording yourself in an environment and you're just running solo, this is the feature for you, and this alone is incredible. And on top of all the features that the Insta360 Flow brings to the table, it just makes this a compelling, full, complete solution package. Now, one of my favorite modes is the time-lapse mode, and it works great on Android. My favorite part of the time-lapse mode is the ability to create motion with it. So you can select from point A to point B. You can do a left to right, up and down. But you can create a custom track too that allows your gimbal to move through a couple of different spots. And I took my Insta360 Flow with my Google Pixel 6 Pro to Big Bear recently, and I was able to capture some awesome time lapses from the cabin that we were staying and select multiple points and have it go up, down, left, and right. But also those stationary ones, or even the simple ones, left to right, you can have that gimbal move left to right. And if you're filming clouds, for example, or if clouds are in your frame, it's really cool to see something that otherwise will be slow move a little bit quicker than your video and so. So it's one of those eye-catching features that allows you to elevate the quality of your videos. Now, when we're talking about the Insta360 app and all the modes, double check that list, that compatibility and reference list, because not all modes will be available for your Android phone. However, the core functionality when it comes down to photo, video, panorama, it's all there, and it's pretty cool. This is one of the most complete gimbals that I've encountered in my journey so far, creating videos with smartphone gimbals. It's always either missing slow motion, or you're missing frame rates, or you're missing resolution, which it could be the case for your smartphone, but I feel that Insta360 has gone above and beyond when it comes down to just making sure that at least most of the functionalities are available across the board. Live mode is available on the Google Pixel 6 Pro when using it with Insta360 Flow. Time shift, which is virtually moving time lapses, as well as time lapse mode, is available on my Google Pixel 6 Pro. When you're in video mode, this is actually one of the very first times that I encounter an Android phone that can actually use its full resolution capabilities when using third-party apps for a gimbal. The Google Pixel 6 Pro can shoot 4K 60 on its native camera app, but you can also do that on the Insta360 app, which is awesome. You have no idea how many times I've encountered a subpar or only 4K 30 or not even 4K at times when trying to use a gimbal application, which forces you to leave the app if you just want to record standard clips so you can get a higher resolution, but definitely not the case with the Insta360 Flow app. You can do full 4K up to 60 frames per second. Now, when we're using the front-facing camera, as it turns out, there is no 4K resolution mode on the Insta360 app. However, if you do need 4K on the front-facing camera, this Insta360 Flow has the capability to connect directly to the smartphone, and you can activate the shutter of your native camera app so you can record a higher quality video if you choose so. Photo mode is there with multiple aspect ratios for you to be able to take pictures with the Insta360 app, as well as the panoramic mode. This mode allows you to capture super ultra wide panoramic shots. Now, within the photos on other smartphones, you may encounter the 360 photo panoramic capability, and I just made a video about how to capture 360-degree photos on your smartphone using the Insta360 Flow app. Check the compatibility list, because if your Android phone has the capability to capture 360 photos, you're gonna love that functionality. As it turns out, on my Google Pixel 6 Pro at the moment, it is not available. It may be something related to the ultra-wide camera. However, double check that list, because if you do have an Android phone that can do it, it's a lot of fun to be able to create those 360-degree immersive VR-like photos. Another mode that is missing is the hoop mode, which allows you to pretty much track a basketball rim if you're a basketball player. I haven't been able to test it yet, But if you have, let me know in the comment section down below how that worked out for you. Now, having said all that, I still feel that the Insta360 Flow and its application is by far one of the most robust out there when we're talking about compatibility, how many smartphones can leverage as many capabilities as possible. The stabilization is great, the face tracking is great, the ability to record time lapses, the ability to extend and have a selfie stick, as well as a built-in tripod automatically make it clutch. You can charge your smartphone from the gimbal itself, making it a power bank, and it's super portable, foldable, magnetic design. Once again, this is my favorite gimbal so far of 2023. But I want to know what you think. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you have any questions or suggestions, drop them down there so we can continue to create relevant content for you. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. All the links to the Insta360 Flow and a myriad different accessories are down there. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me. I'll catch you on the next one.